Our story begins over 2,000 years ago, in a quiet corner of the vast Roman Empire, where empires rose and fell, and ordinary lives unfolded beneath the watchful gaze of history. In the small, unassuming town of Bethlehem, a child named Jesus was born to Mary and Joseph, who, after a long and difficult journey, found shelter in a humble stable, far from the comforts of home. Surrounded by gentle animals and the quiet of the night, this simple birth became the heart of the Christmas story, a moment that would echo through centuries. For Christians around the world, this was the long-awaited arrival of a promised Savior, a fulfillment of ancient prophecies and hopes. Out in the fields, shepherds tending their flocks heard angels announce the miraculous news, a message of hope and peace meant for all people, regardless of their status or background. The birth in a manger, among straw and wood, symbolizes humility and the profound idea that greatness can emerge from the most unassuming and overlooked places. Far away, wise men, known as the Magi, saw a new and brilliant star in the sky. Compelled by its mystery, they journeyed across deserts and mountains to find the child, bringing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Their pilgrimage represents a universal search for truth and meaning, a journey that transcends borders and cultures, inviting all to seek something greater. The story of the Magi adds an element of mystery and global significance to the Nativity, showing that the message of Christmas reaches far beyond Bethlehem. This single birth is the foundation of the Christian faith, representing the belief that God took human form to offer salvation and love to all humanity. It's a narrative of hope arriving in darkness, of light emerging from a humble stable, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, hope can be born anew. Every carol sung and every nativity scene displayed echoes this transformative moment in Bethlehem, inviting us to remember its meaning. The Christmas story endures through generations because it speaks to the enduring power of hope, humility, and the promise of new beginnings for all. Surprisingly, the Bible never actually mentions December 25th as the date of Jesus' birth. In fact, the scriptures are silent on the exact day or even the season when Jesus was born, leaving early Christians to wonder and speculate. Early Christian scholars and theologians debated the timing for centuries, with some evidence and interpretation suggesting a spring birth, possibly during lambing season, while others proposed different times of year. The choice of December 25th as the date for Christmas came much later, centuries after Jesus' lifetime, and was heavily influenced by the customs and traditions of the Roman Empire. During this time, Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a lively festival of feasting and gift-giving, as well as the birthday of the unconquered sun, both held around the winter solstice. These popular festivals mark the return of light after the year's longest, darkest nights, symbolizing hope and renewal for the coming year. To help Christianity grow, early Christians adopted December 25th, overlaying their celebration of Jesus' birth onto these existing pagan festivals, blending old and new traditions. By the 4th century, the Church in Rome officially designated December 25th as the Feast of the Nativity, making it a central date in the Christian calendar. This strategic choice allowed Christians to transform and reinterpret old traditions, giving them new spiritual meaning and helping the faith spread throughout the empire. As people celebrated the rebirth of the sun, Christians now celebrated the birth of the Son of Righteousness, connecting Jesus to the powerful symbol of light. Over time, Christmas became a powerful symbol of spiritual light overcoming darkness, a message that continues to inspire people around the world today. In the early centuries of Christianity, Christmas was not the grand celebration we know today. In fact, it was hardly celebrated at all, and most Christians paid little attention to the birth of Jesus. Early Christians, often facing harsh persecution, focused their faith on Easter, the resurrection, and met in secret, hidden away in catacombs and private homes to avoid detection. Across the Roman world, different Christian communities marked Jesus' birth on a variety of dates, with no universal agreement or fixed tradition, reflecting the diversity and uncertainty of the early church. The turning point came in the 4th century, when Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity, forever changing the religion's status in the empire. With Constantine's support, Christianity became the favored religion of the Roman Empire. Public worship flourished, and Christians could now gather openly in grand basilicas. The first recorded Christmas celebration on December 25th took place in Rome around 336 AD, marking a new era for the holiday and setting a precedent for future generations. Over time, Christmas evolved from a quiet, private remembrance into a major public feast, filled with music, food, and joyful gatherings that brought communities together. The church used this new holiday to reinforce key beliefs about Jesus' divinity and humanity, shaping Christian doctrine and identity for centuries to come. What began humbly in a stable was now celebrated with grandeur and splendor across the vast Roman Empire, transforming Christmas into an imperial holiday that united believers everywhere. As Christmas spread, it absorbed traditions from many cultures. The Christmas tree traces back to German winter customs, where evergreens symbolize life enduring through winter. 16th-century German Christians brought decorated trees indoors, later adding candles to symbolize Jesus as the light of the world. The tradition of gift-giving echoes the Magi's offerings to Jesus. St. Nicholas, a generous 4th-century bishop, inspired the legend of Santa Claus. His acts of secret giving became central to Christmas generosity. Dutch settlers brought Sinterklaas to America, evolving into Santa Claus. Today, Santa embodies the spirit of giving and joy for children worldwide. Christmas wasn't always universally embraced. During the Protestant Reformation, groups like the Puritans banned Christmas, seeing it as unbiblical and filled with excess. In 17th-century England and colonial America, laws forbade Christmas celebrations. The holiday survived underground, kept alive by those who cherished its traditions. The revival came in the 19th century, thanks in part to Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Dickens popularized Christmas as a season of kindness, family, and compassion. The holiday transformed into a family-centered celebration, emphasizing charity and togetherness. Christmas gained a new social and moral purpose that still shapes our celebrations. Today, Christmas is a global celebration, blending sacred and secular traditions. For Christians, it remains a holy day focused on Jesus' birth and the message of peace. Secular customs, Santa Claus, gift-giving, festive lights, have become central for many. The season is both a spiritual observance and a cultural festival of generosity. This duality allows people of all backgrounds to find meaning in the holiday. Christmas unites communities through shared rituals, music, and acts of kindness. At its core, Christmas is about hope, light in darkness, and the power of giving. Its enduring message reminds us to cherish family, show compassion, and celebrate together.